What do you do with your old shoes? Some people give them away, while some discard them. But have you ever wondered what happens to the discarded pairs? Let me tell you, the shoe waste ends up in landfills. And since they are made of synthetic materials, it takes them years to decompose naturally. Hence, shoe trash takes a huge toll on the environment. So recycling them might seem like a good idea, but as we all know, we don't live in an ideal world. Our next report is about a company which promised to recycle old shoes into running tracks and playgrounds. But in reality, the shoes ended up in the markets of Indonesia. Take a look.
Others see an old shoe, we see the future. This was the slogan of a shoe recycling program launched in 2021. US petrochemical firm Dow and the Singapore government steered the scheme. The program promised to recycle the material of these shoes into building material for new playgrounds, jogging tracks, and much more. With the novel promise, the program placed dozens of wheelie bins for shoe donations across Singapore. The program found a good response, with people depositing thousands of used sneakers, flip-flops, and school shoes. But Dow had a history of falling short on its recycling goals. Hence, Reuters put the shoe recycling program to the test. In July 2022, Reuters correspondent Joe Brock followed a donated shoe on its journey with the help of a Bluetooth location tracker.
And I'm just going to call this shoe 1. Pick a little shoe emoji so we can see it on the phone. And now once we put that in the shoe, we drop it off, we'll be able to see wherever it goes in the world.
He found that the pair found its way to a crumbling second-hand shoe store in the nearby Indonesian island of Batam. In September, he put trackers in 10 pairs of donated shoes. Reuters tracked the pairs of shoes over a 6-month period. But again, none of the pairs ended up in exercise paths as promised. Instead, all of them were tracked to a warehouse of a second-hand goods exporter, Yok Impex. From there, the shoes walked outside Singapore's territory. One of them was found at a frenzied mall in Jakarta. The sneakers were freshly cleaned and fitted with a new pair of laces. They were now on sale again for $20.
3,000. Thank you. Okay.
I've just bought these shoes from a shop here in this market in Jakarta for 300,000 rupiahs, which is about $20 US. Now let's go somewhere quieter and make sure this is the same pair that we dropped off in Singapore.
And this is not the first recycling scheme by Dow that hasn't lived up to its promise. In 2021, a Reuters investigation found irregularities in a Dow's program in Idaho. The company promised to use breakthrough technology to turn plastic waste into clean fuel. But Reuters found that it was actually burning plastic trash to fuel a cement plant. Environmental groups say chemical companies like Dow make exaggerated or false claims about recycling. This helps them to burnish their green credentials. The donated shoes that ended up in Indonesia brought to light another problem, that of illegal second-hand clothing. Indonesian officials say flooding of local markets by these goods undercuts the country's local textile industry. It also adds more waste into its already bulging landfills.
We are now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.